All of these things are in that sort of teach category. And one of the principles that we use as we talk about how to teach generosity and stewardship is that you have to speak to different kinds of givers differently. And this is problematic when all you're doing is preaching on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when you preach on Sunday, you have to speak to everybody as if they're the same. Although every now and then as a preacher, don't you do this? You'll say to your church, hey, let me speak to those of you who,
Yes.
and you'll sort of narrow it down for a second.
Yeah.
You do that because intuitively you know that preaching has its limits. And the limit includes you can't get specific enough with some people.
Very
so you'll
good.
say, hey, let me talk to those of you who have young children.
Yeah.
And you'll give a little nugget there.
Yeah.
Well, when you put a class of newly marrieds together and help them figure out finances, that's really good. When you have a group of older seniors, and maybe you start talking to them about how their giving can outlast them, how their giving can survive them.
That's good.
That's a wonderful thing to do when you speak to students and kids.
Yeah.
All of that is important. That's about teaching, getting more focused.
Okay, what's the third point there?
Third one is about celebrating, which is telling stories and saying thank you. I mean, we say it this way, you elevate what you celebrate.
Wow.
You want to get more of something, tell stories about it. And so when you tell stories, you're going to get people to really respond. So tell stories of how people's giving has made a difference in the church. Tell stories of how people's understanding of stewardship has made a difference in their spiritual life.
That's good, man.
Say thank you is another way to celebrate. You know, the church, Dale, the church is the only place in America where you can give a gift and not get a thank you.
It's really wild.
It's crazy. About that. And imagine our moms who taught us to say please and thank you. They must be like, come on, son.
Come on, boys.
Be sure to check out the full episode of the 95 podcast by going to 95network.org/podcast.